Hey guys, welcome to my 3 marker challenge. I'm going to be using my Copic 72 set B and also the Artie Games app that Josiah Brooks, aka Draw with Jazza, made. It's a really great app. I'm only going to be showing you a tiny bit of it here. First, I'm going to deselect my mediums that are not Copic markers, and once I have color challenge selected as well as 3 colors, if I hit go, it's going to randomly generate 3 colors for me. So when I first saw these 3 colors, I was really excited, but for some reason there was like this twinge in my head that it wasn't quite right. So anyway, the first color was BB23, which is grayish lavender, and I was like, okay. And this is when that twinge hit me, because EO7, light mahogany, yeah, that's red. That's very, very red. But the third color was B21, which is, yep, baby blue. So looking at the 3 colors on the app, it looked like I had some kind of muted color blues, but this is what that actually looked like. So the blues were right mostly, but then that mahogany is not brown, it's red. So I immediately thought of this piece by Audra Auclair. It's lupine something, I don't remember, but it's this piece she did probably in gouache of this beautiful wolf with all of these like Asian inspired beads and flowers, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And of course I in no way intend to attempt to replicate that piece, because she's just a master and she's amazing, but I really wanted to try to draw not a person, so I just decided to go with a wolf. So after my super loose sketch, I started putting together, just kind of feathering in some color, and my hope was that the baby blue would be kind of a base color. I didn't really intend for it to be the darkest shadow color or anything like that. I just was hoping to use it for a base color because the other 2 colors were like a darker value. So starting here, and you'll notice I was really hesitant at first. I hadn't used Copic markers in a while, so I kept like pulling my hand back to like squint and look at the piece to see how the values were laying out and stuff like that. And for whatever reason, when I use Copic markers, I tend to treat them a lot like any other wet medium. So with watercolors, where I might start by laying down a color and then blending it out, I kind of do the same thing with Copics, where I'm using like this feathering motion to kind of lay the color down and then feather it out to a lighter value. And I found this to be actually really, really fun to do, because I quickly decided that I didn't want to do any line work for this piece in the end. I wanted to just use the 3 markers to lay in my values, so that was actually really, really fun. And it was also really nice to get to use Jazza's app, so I didn't have to like dump all my markers into a bucket or scramble them around or anything like that. I had a nice easy way to generate those colors. And after I'd finished with the first layer of baby blue, I went in with a grayish lavender to establish a bit more shadows and values. And for me, and I knew this was going to happen, so it was really fulfilling to watch it happen, I knew that this was going to be the part where the form was going to kind of start to come together. I think when you're doing a 3 marker challenge, one of the best ways, no matter what colors you have, I shouldn't say no matter what colors you have, because I feel like I got kind of lucky to have 2 colors that were a little bit similar in these blue and blue violets, and then a red. But a good way to kind of help the colors to mesh and to be more like cohesive and work together a little bit more harmoniously is to just lay them on top of each other, which seems really basic, but that's what I did, especially starting with the red. So once I was laying in the red areas, specifically the tongue and the eyes, I knew, or the eye rather, I knew those were going to have red, but I didn't want them to be the only red areas because I felt like that wouldn't make very much sense. So I started using areas of having all 3 colors all together, the baby blue, grayish lavender, and this light mahogany all together as like my darkest value, which allowed me to have all 3 colors be present throughout the piece. And when you can have a color repeat in a different place, it helps it to be just more cohesive and look a little bit better, even though my plan was to kind of cover it up. So instead of just having the red in one place or 2 places, it would kind of stand out and not make a lot of sense. I ended up using it to create like my darkest darks, and then the red makes a little bit more sense overall. And in the end, I did keep this piece pretty loose and a little bit more abstract, but it was really fun to do and relatively quick and just enjoyable. And in the end, I went back and added a bit of texture, you know, just a little bit of line so that it didn't look so flat and smoothie kind of thing. Anyway, so that was pretty much it. I really enjoyed working on this piece. Everything was really loose and really enjoyable, and I find these challenges to be more enjoyable than challenging, which is, I guess, I hope that's not ironic. Anyway, it was really enjoyable, it was really fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll leave links to all of the materials I used in the description, as well as my Skillshare classes where I teach my online art classes if you want to check that out. And thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye!